Good morning, folks. Currently on the way to my friend Nick's house. Nick just picked up a brand new 2021 Model 3 standard range. So we are going to look at the nuances between that and the performance and the long range. And also we're going to discuss, is the standard range enough? Does it come with enough range, enough options? It's also interesting what they left out of the standard range that they give you in the long range, which I didn't know a lot of this. So if you're interested in that, stick around. It should be a fun video. So here is Nick's 2021 Model 3 Standard Range Plus. You can obviously see that some things have been done to the exterior of it. We're going to talk about that shortly, especially these wheels, which look incredible. So I have Nick behind me here, so I'm just going to have him walk us through exactly what has been done to the exterior of this car. You did the paint protection film.
Yep.
On the front end, and so we got front bumper, or side panels, whatever these are, mirrors.
Yep. Headlights and hood.
Headlights and hood. Okay. So the entire hood is covered too, so you don't get that annoying line that comes across here. 70 on here. Oh, 20 here?
Yep.
Okay.
20,
so 20 all around?
20 all around.
Okay, cool. And also you'll notice on the 21 Model 3s, it comes with this black trim, just like the Model Ys have always had, so it really looks nice. This being black, handles being black. Wrapping them looks decent, but it never turns out as well as just having like an anodized metal, which looks incredible. So now my favorite part of the exterior that Nick has done is these wheels. So you will recognize these wheels. A lot of you probably think that this is like a 19 model or something like that, but these are the 19-inch sport wheels, but they've been professionally powder coated, so the finish looks incredible. The other thing I'll say I wish my Model Y has is you can see on the brake calipers here, it says Tesla written on the inside of them. So unfortunately, I never got that. I wish I did. I don't know if the back has anything. No, the back doesn't have anything. And something that you may not know about Tesla brakes is they're actually Brembo brakes. So if you look on the inside of the caliper, you can see that it says, I can't get the camera back in there. Oh yeah, I can. It says Brembo right there. Just a minor detail that I wish the Tesla Model Y actually had. So now let's go to the interior of the car. So this one has the white interior. And also, for those of you worried about the white interior and you have kids and all these problems, Nick has 3 kids, so you have no excuse. So I just gave him the Hydrosilex ceramic coating and interior cleaner. If you want to use my code, you can save 25% on their website. So I just gave Nick that way he can keep his stuff clear and his wife won't murder him. So we're sitting in the back here. Nick's in his normal seating position. Again, you have a lot of room in these.
Pushed back.
Oh, it's pushed back right now? Oh, okay, so it's on the easy. Yeah, so what is that? There's easy entry mode just to make it.
Yeah, so the steering wheel goes back as far up and in, and then the seat goes back.
Oh, okay.
So when I get in and it goes into my settings.
Oh yeah, I do have a lot more room now. And then you have these floor mats in here. Do you know, you just got these on Amazon somewhere?
I did, yeah, I can't remember the brand of them.
Yeah, nice floor mat. And then again, this having this little, this is for like kids so they don't kick and scuff up the back of it or something, or nice. So yeah, so this gives you guys a different perspective. I have no real responsibility in life. Nick actually has kids, so he has put in all these safety precautions in to keep the car as clean as possible. Yeah, the white interior, the back seats feel nice. Something interesting that I've noticed in any Tesla I've sat in, the white seats seem to be firmer than the black seats. Now I have no real proof of that. I have no way of testing that, just my butt cheeks feeling them. I don't know if that's true. Let me know if you guys have noticed anything similar. Now the other thing you'll notice, how the new center console is. So you have the USB-C ports here, and then moving forward, you have the 2 charging ports there with an Alcantara wrap. You'll also notice that on these charging ports, there's a little notch right here that kind of keeps your phone from wiggling around, staying in place. There's no cover for this, and then there is also this leather stitching that goes down the side, which matches the glove box here. Nick also put this cup holder accessory in. It's like a rubber, yeah, so that just keeps these protected down here. That way if anything spills or drips or you get any watermarks, it's on that and not stuck on your car. So another nice accessory. You also have this, which I've reviewed in the Model Y. Press that forward and you press it. And this is a really high quality piece. This center console that they've done is an amazing upgrade. Something I wish my Model Y had, but again, not enough for me to want to go and get like a new car. Additionally, he has the sport pedals that he put on. Those look nicer than the pedals I got. I will have it linked down in the description below if you guys want to get those pedals, because they look even better than the ones I have. The rubber's cut very neatly. It looks very OEM.
One other thing I did, Ben, is I put a tray in the console here. So one question that somebody asked me the other day that had a 2018 was, you know, is this pocket still as deep as the old ones?
Okay.
So I mean, it still goes back a pretty good ways. It's still pretty deep.
Yeah. And then you have that tray there, so you could store stuff even.
Slides.
Oh, and it slides. Yeah, so I'll have that linked as well.
And so I don't know. One thing that may be different is the charging ports are here on the front side.
Right.
And they're USB-C instead of on the back like they used to be.
Yeah.
With the regular USB.
See, and they didn't give you this tray, right?
No.
They charged you
I
another.
didn't get it. I did purchase that one.
Yeah, and then here's from Tomei. Use my code Jeebs on Tomei's website. I'll have it down in the description. You can save 10% on all their products. High quality Tesla Model 3 and Y accessories. Now that we're in the back seat, we will also go to the power trunk, which, as you see here, really nice feature to have on the Model 3 is to have it power. You don't think you need it until you see someone that has it and you're like, oh yeah, that's really nice. Again, having the Model 3 trunk mat here. Nice mat made out of rubber material. And yeah, I mean, the trunk in the Model 3s are huge. You could easily fit 2 sets of clubs in here. And if you took like drivers and 3 woods out, Nick and I both play golf, you could probably get 4 sets in there.
Yeah.
I would think, straight across, and take 4 people on a short golf trip. So shouldn't have any issues with that. And then just with all the grass and stuff that ends up being on your shoes, you'll able to just easily sweep it out of here. Model 3s, if you don't know, also still have this under compartment here. Oh nice, you got this trunk mat too, so that's nice.
Yep, I got one for the front as well.
Right. So so Model 3 again has a lot of the features that the Model Y has. You wouldn't expect it, but yeah, it still has that huge under storage compartment, and along with the front that any EV has. A question that I have for you guys is about the heated steering wheel. So this is a 21 model. It should have, from my understanding, it should have the heated steering wheel. I cannot find it anywhere in the settings to where you would heat the steering wheel. The front seats are heated, the rear seats are not. That's a $300 upgrade option, which to me is kind of ridiculous that, like, it works. You can do it, but you have to pay for it to unlock it. The other thing I'll say is rear heated seats are really not that necessary. It's a cool feature to say, hey, I have rear heated seats, but I don't know how much you're actually ever going to use them.
Today's Ben's first time in a Tesla.
This is my first time in a Tesla. I just tried to put it in drive when it was already in drive. So that was sweet. All right, so the other question that people have about the Standard Range Plus Model 3 is the performance enough? What is the acceleration like? I think that's something you were maybe concerned about. Like, is it fast enough? So we're going to talk about that right now. We are in standard acceleration mode. We are not in chill. I'll go ahead and jump on it. And now here's what I'll say. When you hit it, like we're going 50, when you hit it, the punch is crazy. It's the initial hit of acceleration that isn't as brutal as a long range or obviously a performance. But the mid-range performance you get, I'll sit my weak neck here. You get pressed back in the seat.
Yeah.
So it still hits very well. The difference is that initial pickup or the initial hit on acceleration is what I noticed as being different than the models that go faster. The other question that I think will be interesting to discuss with Nick is the range on the car is 263 miles from the factory. So your commute from work is about how far to and from?
30 miles there, so 60 round trip.
Right. And other than that, they have a minivan if they're going on long distance trips. So anywhere in the Phoenix Valley, just about including Tucson, there's sometimes where I've had to charge on the way back from Tucson in the Model Y, but they're able to cover that, and it's all electricity. And you've eliminated oil changes. You've eliminated brake pads you really aren't going to change. You've eliminated transmission fluid. You made a whole Excel file. What did you have on that file that...
So I just did the basics. I put a spreadsheet together for what I would spend. I had a Jeep Grand Cherokee before 2014, and basically if I had it for another 6 years, what am I going to spend on gas at the current gas prices? And this was 6 months ago, before gas started going up. Regular oil changes for maintenance and car registration every year. And then I had a battery in there every two years, but there is a battery in this one that we have to replace eventually. But so those things over the 6 years totaled out to be about $21,000 just in normal costs. That's assuming nothing else went wrong with my Jeep that I had to get repaired. I had actually just replaced the thermostat myself before I sold it. So
lots of other expenses that were going to happen with that car. Whereas this, there's very little maintenance, and you have the range that you need to get around anywhere in the Phoenix area. The back seat, yeah, with kids, if you take the whole family, it'll be a little tight. But the entertainment they get out of the car, they love it, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you can do the Elsa sing-alongs, you can do all that type of stuff, which I do alone. But yeah, there's a lot of entertainment value in the car, and the range, again, this being well, I guess the Model Y entry level has less range than this because it's less aerodynamic and heavier, but it still has more range than any other electric vehicle on the market offered from the factory. Now, I will say the Porsche Taycan does have more range than they advertise. It's kind of classic Porsche and Audi to do that. But again, a Taycan starts at $80,000, so it's really not. All right, we're gonna get T-boned here. Going under the speed limit.
I think I was gonna say earlier, you're talking about the acceleration. So yeah, I would second that since I've driven this one, for the past week since I've had it. Definitely the takeoff is the biggest difference.
Another Model 3.
But yeah, I mean, I noticed once you get to about 30 miles an hour, it seems like to me it picks up a little bit more.
Yeah.
Like you were saying, if you're coasting at 30, 40, 50 and you punch it, it still has that quick punch. Or if you're on the interstate, you're running 70 and you want to switch lanes, it still moves pretty quick. I don't see anything there. It's really just the takeoff. If you're sitting still and you just want to floor it, you definitely notice a difference.
Yeah.
In the takeoff.
That's true, and it also, I can feel that the car is much lighter. I think this car weighs about 3,900 pounds. My Model Y is 4,400 pounds. So on this, you're also going to be not quite as hard on tires, and just in the little handling that I've done going around some turns, you can feel it's a little lighter on its toes. But other than that, that's the nice thing about Tesla. Yeah, it's annoying you don't get some floor mats. He was going to replace the floor mats anyways. So all the things that it is a little annoying. It's the best option for an electric vehicle right now, and I think other car companies are very far behind. Like, you could get a Leaf or you could get a Bolt, but I'd rather walk. That is a look at the Standard Range Plus Model 3. I think what I was trying to get to is the interior, whether you're in a performance or you're in the entry-level vehicle, you get the same interior.
Yeah.
And it's really nice. It's not like they cut you out of navigation or you don't have this. You get the same nice interior, extremely comfortable seats. The steering wheels in Teslas are also not talked about much, but amazing. They have the perfect amount of thickness to them, or amount of girth nation. Yeah, it's just a simple, clean interior, and they're just gonna keep getting better over time. The other thing to mention is charging. So Nick the other night brought his Tesla over. We were having dinner, whatever. Nick the other night brought his start mentioning bullshit. We were fucking the other night. So Nick brought his Tesla over the other night and plugged it into my NEMA 1450. He was getting, what were we getting, 36 or 37 miles per hour?
36, yeah.
36 miles per hour. On my Model Y, I think the best I've seen is 32, but normally I'm getting 31. So for some reason, and I've looked it up online, this car charges faster than mine does. I don't know why. And even when you put it, what is the plug you used at home?
Yeah, so I finally got my adapter yesterday. I don't have a NEMA 1450 installed yet. That's 2 weeks out. So I got an adapter for the 1430, which is a typical dryer outlet.
Yep.
And last night I hooked it up to charge it to see what the speeds were, and it was charging at about 27 miles per hour.
Yeah.
Which when I looked it up on Tesla's chart, it had said on a 1430 it would charge at 22. Obviously those are the old numbers, but yeah, it seems to be faster on all the chargers.
So not sure why that's happening, if anyone knows. I don't know if it's just the newer batteries or what the deal is.
Not anything earth-shattering, but even the standard charger that it comes with, I was told charges at 3 to 4 miles per hour. That's what I had used for the first couple days when I had it, and it was charging at about 5-6 miles per hour. So nothing crazy, but faster than what I was told. Yeah.
Faster than advertised, which is great. Yeah, for while you don't have your charging setup complete. First of all, being able to use the dryer outlet is awesome, and getting. You could live with that if you could somehow split it off.
Yeah, if my door didn't have to stay cracked open at night from the garage to, because summer it's going to be hot.
Yeah, you can't do that.
But yeah, I could do that. If I had that out in the garage, I wouldn't get a 1450 installed.
Yeah, so just interesting to see those differences in charging. I think maybe the batteries just charge more efficiently. I really don't know. I know one of you will know. For some reason, I thought all of the newer models came with the boombox feature. But Nick does not. He still has like one of the 2020 updates, and for some reason we don't see anywhere where we can update the car. So you guys will have to let us know if we're doing something wrong, or where do we go to get the new update, because this is the one that it currently has. So I like to look at the little nuances of each Tesla, and it's funny, there's still, this looks pretty good, but there's still a little bit of a gap right there. Now, I asked that Tesla fix mine. They said, yeah, we'll fix it. And all they did was put handprints all over the roof of that. So that was nice. Yeah, so it's funny how certain things like this just don't quite fit flush. And the other thing that I think always happens with Tesla, I don't know why this has happened with Tesla or why they've been struck with this curse of people constantly trying to say, oh, the doors are off. Oh, this is off. Now, there are some complaints that are warranted that are a problem that need to be addressed, but I think if you actually look on normal cars, on Chevy, Infinitis, Mercedes, probably not Porsche, but you look on most other cars, they have the same issues that Tesla has. For some reason, Tesla is being put on the spotlight, and I can't figure out why. But it is funny how the same things that are happening to my Model Y happen in other 3s and other Model Ys. So that was a look at the 2021 Model 3 standard Performance Plus, So that's a look at the Standard Range Plus Model 3. Obviously, a very nice model. Now, as I'm back in my Model Y right now, just the legroom, and we talked about like the seating position a little bit. You're definitely up higher in this car, and on a longer trip, your legs wouldn't get as tired. You have more circulation the way you sit in a Model Y. Again, minor details. The other argument to that is, well, you're going to have to supercharge at some point anyways, so you'll be able to get out and stretch your legs and everything like that. So I'm actually impressed by the Standard Range Plus Model 3. I thought maybe it wouldn't be enough range to quite get around out here. I know with my previous job, that wouldn't have been quite enough for me. I needed a car that had over 300 miles of range to make up for the deficit on days when you're using it more. But yeah, it's if you're in an urban area and you're in a city and you just don't want to spend a lot of money, but you want to get into an electric vehicle, getting that standard range would be a very reasonable option. It comes with the heat pump now, which runs much more efficiently than the old system that Teslas have. It's still fast. There's just a lot of positives about it. You have all the space in the trunk, you have space in the rear seats, and then you get the infotainment system that's amazing, along with the panoramic roof. So yeah, you still kind of get it all. But anyways, if you're still with me in the video, I'd appreciate you liking the video. Again, Hydrosilex, the stuff that I gave him, they sponsor this channel, so you get 25% off using code across their entire website. That's the stuff that I use to clean the car. If I were to pick 3 products from them that I really like, if you're not really sure what to get, the 3 products I like are the ceramic glass cleaner. The way that the water will bead down the windows is incredible. the ceramic waterless wash. That way, that's something you can spray on your car and use to clean it if it's just a little dusty, or maybe you don't want to take it to the car wash, you can use that. And then also the tire shine that they have is a gel. It lasts a long time and it looks incredible. So those 3 products from them are incredible, and then you can kind of explore from there all the other products that they have for cleaning your car. Thank you for watching. I appreciate your support. Please like the video if you're still with me. We'll see you next time.